Today I'm joined by 6'2", 2020 guard Ronald Polite of Oxon Hill High School. Thank you for joining us on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. You had a great senior season this year, but let's go back to last spring and summer for a moment. You played AAU for Team Takeover, but you weren't a member of their EYBL circuit team. How critical was your AAU experience last year to your success this season?
It was very important. With Takeover Orange, it helped me a lot with my development because, I had the chance to see in-game things that I haven't seen before, like being one of the top players, main players that handle the bigger roles on the team. It really helped in my development.
Got it. So around the country, a lot of emphasis is placed on playing on the EYBL circuit. Was it a big deal to you that you didn't play on the circuit? And did it ever make you question your ability to play at a high level?
Not really, because I always knew, my talent, my skill. I always believed in myself. It was just about development for me, and I felt that was the best team where I could develop my game at.
Got it. So with all the great teams and players who participated last summer, what did winning the Capital Hoops Summer League MVP do for your overall confidence as a player?
It boosted my confidence because, we played against different teams. It wasn't just public school teams. We played against different teams in the Summer League. So me being the top MVP, top player, it really boosted my confidence, showed me, I can really do this.
Got it. So were you recruited out of middle school, or was Oxon Hill always your first choice for high school?
I wasn't recruited out of middle school. I took the science and tech test for Oxon Hill. Oxon Hill is a science and tech school. So I took that test, and then I made it in. So I'm in the science and tech program at Oxon Hill. That's why I went there.
Got it. So no private schools tried to recruit you out? Just straight Oxon?
Not at all Oxon Hill.
Wow. Looking back, they missed out on a lot. So you won the PG County Championship, and also you scored your 1,000th point in that game. What did it feel like for you personally to achieve both in the same game as a senior?
It felt great, and it was kind of emotional because I knew I was close to 1,000 points, but I didn't know the exact point. So, so I thought it was just a regular timeout. But Coach Howard brought me over. He's like, "Congratulations!" and he told me I hit my 1,000 points. So it was big time for me.
And what about the PG County Championship? How did that feel?
That was even big because after those first couple, we took a couple losses in the season. Nobody expected us, to make it there. So for us to win that, it was really big for Oxon Hill.
So I always had a question because they kind of paused the game, like you said. Did you feel that possibly could have taken the team out of rhythm, or do you think that it wasn't really a big deal that you guys were kind of, crushing forward either way?
I think that gave us, a little bit more energy, that big accolade for me. I think it gave us a little bit more energy because we celebrated. We was more into the game then.
Got it. So you were recently selected as the boys basketball first team All-Met. Was that something you ever imagined for yourself when you started your high school career?
No, not at all. I never expected that.
You never expected. So how does it feel now to be, considered one of the top 10 players in the Washington, D.C. area?
It feels great, finally getting that recognition. From last year, I didn't even make nothing on that. No honorable mention, none of that. So it just feels great, to have this big boost, this recognition.
Got it. How was the picture? Did you enjoy taking the picture?
Yeah, for sure.
Got it. So you will be heading off to George Mason this summer. What was it about George Mason that you really liked, which made you decide is where you wanted to begin both your academic and athletic college career?
Just the fit. When I went on the official visit, it just kind of felt like a home. They loved me there, treated me like family. And, they always believed in me. They was the first team to offer me, first school to offer me. They always believed in me. They know my talent, and, I felt very comfortable there.
Got it. And which assistant coach or coach led your recruitment to Mason?
Coach Simpkins.
Coach Simpkins. And did that help in your recruitment, knowing that he was a local guy?
Yeah, that definitely helped me because we built a great relationship, so that really helped me.
Got it. So a lot of respected local basketball minds like the pace in which you play, your basketball IQ, and the fact that you can score on all three levels, attacking the basket, mid-range, and three-point shooting. But of those three, which did you have to work hardest to improve?
Honestly, I say I'm still working on my 3-point right now, but the hardest to improve, probably, creating my shot off the dribble. Because I've always been like a playmaker, pass first, point guard. So I realized my team needed me, to make some shots and, score a little bit more. So I had to learn to, get some moves in my bag, create my shots off the dribble, like side steps, step backs, pull-ups, all that.
Got it. So we know that within the last 2 years that you definitely, have done your thing at Oxon Hill. But are you a 4-year varsity player there? And
No.
are there how many years on varsity?
Freshman season, I played JV for the regular season, and they moved me up for playoffs, but I didn't play in the playoffs. So I'm a 3-year varsity player. Mm-hmm.
Are there any talks possibly, with 1,000 points, PG County Championship, and now first team all Met? Have you heard any whispers of possibly your jersey being retired?
Nah, not yet. I haven't heard any of that.
Not yet. Got it. All right. So what are some of the things that you kind of want to work on before you start college this summer?
Definitely my body, getting better physically, building my body, developing my body. And then my shot for sure, my 3-point shot really. Work on my 3-point shot, expand my range a little bit more, and then my ball handling.
And your ball handling. So would you say you took a huge step athletically this season, or is that something that you kind of always had within your package?
Nah, I took a really huge step athletically. That's what I really worked on. I worked on that summer, throughout the season. We jump rope every day, so like that helped a lot too. But yeah, I worked on my legs for sure.
Yeah, because now we see you putting it on people's heads. And that dunk you had, what was some of the reaction that you got from family and friends when it kind of went viral?
They just went crazy. Like nobody expected it, so everybody just went crazy. They were surprised, shocked. They went crazy for sure.
All right. So there's been a lot of online chatter and talk in respect to DC area basketball circles about you possibly being the Washington Post Player of the Year, and also that your game is kind of developing towards a potential NBA career. What are your thoughts when you hear things like that?
It's kind of nice, to get those words from people, but I really try not to, focus too much in on it. You can't get caught up in all of that. You just got to focus on now. And what are you doing now? Focus on yourself and developing your game.